Hi fellow book lovers, I'm Sophie and welcome to my channel. In today's video I'm going to show you my TBR list, which is rather large actually, I have to admit. I'll just dig straight in because it's a beautifully sunny day today and I really want to go outside. So, I'm currently reading Empire of Storms by Sarah J Maas and absolutely loving it. Absolutely love this book, and there's only two more left in the series which are on my TBR, and that will be what I go for next. But put it in my beautiful theme. So as I just mentioned, I've got the other two Sarah J Maas books from that series, so Tower of Dawn and Kingdom of Ash. And I believe Tower of Dawn goes into Chal Westfall and Nedwyn Philippe's visit to Antica. I hope I'm saying that right, City of Antica. So I think that is basically like a standalone that is relevant to the story. And then obviously the final battle. Oh my gosh, you have no idea how excited I am for this. I've spent my year so far reading Sarah J Maas, and when I get to this final battle, it's wow. That's all I can say, really. Because obviously I've already read the Court of Thorn and Roses set this year already. I'm doing the set, but I also want to read these two. So we have got House of Earth and Blood and House of Sky and Breath. And I'm a little bit disappointed about the sizing difference, as well I'm pretty sure you're all with me when it comes to editors editing and printing the books to be so different from one another. I mean, I know this is a paperback and this is a hardback, but even when they're not, I mean, you can see behind me here, you've got the Court of Thorn and Roses, and they are all paperbacks, but then that final one is like, doesn't look very good on the shelf, to be honest, so I'm a little disappointed, but they're still amazing books. Right, so that's a lot of Sarah J Maas. So I'm going to steer away from that for a little while. I'm going to go to Lauren Kate's Fallen, and this I've already read all these more than once because they're good. But I'm reading this book so that I can then watch the film version that they created of this as well, because I'm going to be doing the book versus movies set on my channel. And I thought, well, I love this book, so I will start with this. And I'm pretty sure the book will be the best. They always are better than the films, but obviously until I watch them to know for sure. The next set is Marie Lu, Young Elites. So you've got Young Elites, Midnight Star, and Rose Society. And I believe these are about survivors of a deadly disease gaining some sort of powers in a way, I suppose. And then it follows a girl called Adelina, and she turns to evil. So I think really it's the story of if she can find her way back from evil and back into the light. And it does sound quite interesting to me, and I've heard so many good reviews. Next up, we've got The Lies of Locke Lamora by Scott Lynch, and I have heard a lot about this. I mean, I know one of my favourite booktubers is obsessed with this book. My partner, Michael, as you know, as the Wandering Wizard, loves this book as well, and he's been telling me that I should read it. So I have added it onto my TBR list, and I do intend to read it. The Night Circus by Erin Morgenstern. Morgenstern, I hope. I bought this when it first came out, and it's just been sitting on my shelf. I mean, I keep hearing it's such a good book and really should read it, and I just turn it off. So I've decided, you know what, it's going on my TBR shelf, and I will not be putting another book on that shelf until it's read. But I believe it's just basically a night circus. It just appears overnight, no one knows where it comes from, and it's just there. Right, next three books are the three books that I got from Illuma Cray and Fairy the Smart. I mean, we've got We All Fall Down by Rose Sabo, and we've got Miss Vicious Grace by Emily Feed, and then Twin Crowns by Catherine Webber and Catherine Doyle. And I have that one is the most exciting one to me. So that will be the first one out of the three that I go to. I just love things like this. It reminds me a little bit about Kildare Blake, her set that she did about the Three Queens. So I do want to read this one like really soon. This will be one of my top ones for my TBR list. But this Vicious Grace, it does. It's another one that I do really enjoy. I mean, about the power that can kill or it can save. That reminds me a bit about the audiobook that I have just finished called Daisley Academy, and it was written by Cal Carpenter, so that is a good set to look at. I do love this sort of, see a power like that, you have to find the balance. It's quite interesting reading how they finally overcome their difficulties and do that. And We All Fall Down is quite a good sort of story where they work around different homosexual, queer sort of community. Queer is the word that Rose actually uses to describe the characters in her story. I am extremely interested because I love reading about this sort of thing, finding a place in community and civilization, society, trying to find their own way and not be judged and bullied. And the fact that it's also fantasy and it's got magic in just makes it even better. So I'm extremely excited to read this. Right, I have got a big set that I'm going to read next. It is Cassandra Clare, and I have watched the film, I've watched most of the TV series, and I love them, but I have never read the books, and that is definitely something I should do. I mean, if I love the film and the TV series that badly, then the books are going to be even better, and I have got a beautiful copy of this box set here. Look, I mean, come on, look at that. I absolutely love this box set. But yeah, I have been dying to read these, and it's another one that I just keep putting off because I think it scares me a little bit. But I'm going to put away that fear, and I'm going to push myself to read it. And I know as soon as I start, I'm not going to say I just know it's going to be one of those sets. So many people keep telling me this is an amazing set, you really need to read it, and I'm going to finally. There is one more book that I'd like to tell you about. I haven't got a physical copy of it because it's actually an ARC copy that I got from my NetGalley account, and that is Scions by Josephine Angelini. And up here you can see I've got Star-Crossed, Dreamless and Goddess already there from Josephine Angelini, and I have read those books like 3 or 4 times. I just love them. Star-Crossed Lovers, Demigod, no, not Demigod, no, they are demigods technically. But they call themselves Scions, and they're like descended from Helen of Troy, and so the new book, Scions, is actually Helen's mum, Daphne, and Helen is the main character from the Starcross set. And it's actually about her mum, and it's a prequel going through her mum's story. And I'll tell you what, I did not like Daphne very much in the set. So it will be interesting to hear her side of the story. And then if I was to read the original set again, would I feel differently about Daphne? Or I am looking forward to reading that book and reviewing it. So yes, that is my entire TBR list now, so far anyway. I mean, I've got a huge amount of books I still want to read, but there's only so many that I can fit on my shelf. So thank you so much for watching, and if you've read any of the books, I would love to hear your comments. But please don't have any spoilers in your comments. If you liked this video, then please like and don't forget to subscribe. Bye.